My vinyl update for October 2023. Ahoy everybody, and welcome to my vinyl update for October 2023. I'm actually recording this on October the 30th, so there's a slim chance I might get a little bit more vinyl in October 2023 because there are a couple of things I'm waiting for in the post. But I am travelling to Cardiff on the 31st. I'm in Cardiff for a few days, seeing my friend Craig, and we'll be record shopping together, and also just to see the city where I went to university many years ago and see how it's changed. So I'm doing this a little bit early. Obviously you're seeing it on the 1st of November or later, but it's irrelevant really, but I thought I'd share that. Quite a stack for you today. Only a little bit of which I've already shown, or only a little bit of which I've already shown. So I'll save that till the end. But even if you've seen the relevant video where I've shown that, you might want to stick around because there is something I need to show on that I forgot to show in that video, but I'll explain that a bit more at the end. We'll start with the pre-loved. Not a huge amount, but a fair bit. So at the start of October, my niece got married in Plymouth, and I was there for a couple of days, and so obviously I took advantage of that to go record shopping. Very underserved for record shops, Plymouth, considering it's a fairly big city. Just one in Plymouth itself, apart from HMV, but we don't count that. And that's Really Good Records. And I headed there practically as soon as I literally got there, checked into my hotel, and went straight to the record shop. And I picked up a few titles there, but there's another record shop in Plympton, which is on the outside of Plymouth, and I intended heading there on the way home on a Saturday, but bizarrely, they don't open on Saturdays. So it was literally just for one record shop I went to. Did for charity shops, they were shit. Anyway, where are we? £8. I picked up Live Rhyming by Paul Simon. So that's Paul Simon in concert with Urubamba and the Jesse Dixon Singers. Another one for my Paul Simon collection on CBS. All very good condition, the records I picked up from there, bar one-ish, which I'll explain when we get to. DC Lee's Shrine for £6. So See the Day is one of my all-time favourite songs, so I've pretty much bought this just on the strength of that. Obviously there's a heavy Paul Weller involvement. He plays drums on the album, and I think he co-writes some of the tracks. Yes, he does. Yeah, looking forward to seeing if the rest of the album matches up to See the Day. We have Stevie Wonder presents Cyrita for £6. Stevie writes or co-writes every track on here, produces it, arranges it. No musical credit for him, but I won't be surprised if he's on it as well. And this is on Motown. When I took these up to pay, he saw what I was buying. He did sort of give me a funny look, and I said, "Yeah, eclectic," because we've got a couple of soul ones, classic singer-songwriter, and we've got Bridge on the River Kwai. Bridge on the River Why, which is Spike Milligan, Peter Cook, Jonathan Miller, and Peter Sellers. Comedy album. This was £8. On parlophone. I've got a couple of extracts from this on various comedy compilations. I think this is produced by Giles Martin. Yeah, Giles Martin production. Music composed and directed by Wally Stott, sorry. The presence of Milligan and Cook make that worth owning. And to add to the eclecticism, so this was £10. This is a 12-inch single for Extreme's Tragic Comic from their third album, Three Sides to Every Story. So this was, I think I said £10. So it comes with a massive poster. So it gives you some idea of how big it is. I took a photo of it on my hotel room bed, so I shall insert that here. And then it has a 12-inch picture disc. So it's got the radio edit of Tragic Comic, a horn mix of Wholehearted, Rise and Shine acoustic, and the LP version of Tragic Comic. That's the front. So you can see this is all a bit, I don't know how much you can see actually, but it's all sort of almost water damaged. The picture disc looks fine though. It might not be water damage, it might just be a reaction with the polyester over the years. But this isn't meant to be in here. And this is another 12-inch of Extreme. This is in. You can see the mould on that. I haven't cleaned these, so that might clean off. But this is actually the 12-inch of... Oh, brain has gone completely dead. I am going to insert it on here. But is it Rest in Peace? It might be Rest in Peace, but it will say on the screen. Which you may recall, I actually picked up a copy of when I was in Nottingham a couple of months ago. Is it Nottingham or Derby? I bought that. Not that it matters. No, it was Nottingham, wasn't it? Yeah. In a big poster sleeve. But I'll now have a second copy of it. The only way I could... I sort of guessed it might be that by looking at it, because obviously the disc looked the same. But I checked the matrix number and it is. But whoever owned it obviously stuck that in there. They probably put the poster up on the wall or something, and put that in there. So it's sort of like a bonus 12-inch in there. But that's what I bought in Plymouth. Then from my local shop, Slice of Vinyl, I have picked up. They bought a 1,000-odd record collection, and it was all just really good quality records. A lot of it wasn't particularly rare stuff, but it was just, you know, pristine. I was there when they were pricing some of it up, and we're talking 50, 60-year-old albums with a white sleeve that were still bright white. You know, they hadn't aged at all. So they did a special, all 1,000 went out on one day. First come, first served, no reservations. I was working that weekend, but when I did finally get to attack them a week or so later, there was a few titles that I needed. One is this twofer of A Salty Dog and White Shade of Pale by Procol Harum. So this was £15, so £13.50 with my discount. But as you can see, there's, you know, sort of a little mark there, but it's all very crisp edges, very physically clean. Original inners with very little aging on them. And the discs are, that one's perfect. Again, original, very clean inner. And again, it's sort of dust on them, but no marks. Then Booker T and the MG's Macklemore Avenue. So this is their Beatles cover album. This was £25, so £22.50 with discount. So again, you know, it's slight marking and show of age on the corners, but you know, nothing major considering it's again 60-year-old album. Well, when was it? Got date on there. 1970, so 53-year-old album. And it is an original pressing. And again, the vinyl is perfect. I think that was the only two I picked up from that collection in the end. Yes, it was. Then when I went in and picked up my Prince bits, which I've done a separate video for and you'll see in a second, I did pick up 3 titles then as well from a pre-loved bin. This one I purely got because it's signed. I already have the album. So this is Tanita Tickerham's second album, The Sweet Keeper. So this was £20, so 18. So it says, well done, that whoa man. Best wishes, Tanita Tickerham. I suspect this was a prize in something. It's a promo copy. So I'm guessing that was, hence the comment, you know, it's sort of congratulating whoever's won on their win, and she's covered herself by putting man and woman. So unfortunately, as you may have spotted, the signature is slightly smudged. I do have her signature a couple of times, so it's not the end of the world, but I couldn't resist when he showed that. I thought, if that's still in there tomorrow, I will buy that. And it was, so I did. Ian Drury's Lord Upminster, £10, so £9 with discount. Have on CD, but do intend getting, you know, I've got all the Blockheads albums. Well marked, but shouldn't imagine any of it will affect play. And the polylined inner sleeve is falling apart because that should be inside there. That's all torn, but that's not the end of the world because I'll just slip it in another sleeve. Like that. I'm trying to remember if there's any. Oh, Spasticus Autisticus. I thought there was a hit or well-known track on here. And the last pre-loved, again £10, so £9 with discount, James Brown Duets. So this is a 1989 compilation. Polyline sleeve. Pretty much perfect. And as the title suggests, these are James Brown tracks sung with other people, basically. Okay, the rest is all new vinyl. Quite a few new albums out this month. First up we have the reissue of Permission to Land by The Darkness. So I bought the CD and was it Blu-ray or DVD, whichever it is, box set, which I have listened to. I haven't listened to the vinyl yet. This is just a straight reissue. It's a hype sticker. You now have Permission to Land, 20th anniversary limited edition marbled vinyl. So it comes with a poster. The The CD box set is very good, very thorough. Some good live stuff on there. Haven't watched a DVD yet. It's nice to finally have this on vinyl without having to pay an extortionate fee for it. And yeah, it's blue marbled vinyl, blue and black. There's not a lot of black in it. It doesn't seem to be in any of the ones I've seen. You can just about see it there. It is a bit more prevalent with the light shining through it. That was $34.99. This was a bit of a strange one in as much as it was announced earlier this year, and then when the National Album Day titles were announced, it suddenly got lumped in with those. So it has got the National Album Day sticker. So this is Danny Minogue's third album, Girl. But rather than buying it through my local record shop, I'd already pre-ordered it. But it doesn't mean I've got a signed print with it. This is on clear vinyl. So I absolutely love this album. I bought it on CD when it came out in 1995, 6, whenever it was, 7. Got a date on here. Not that's immediately apparent. And bought all the singles. I think this is easily her best work, and it is also the reason 1997 Kylie's career was rejuvenated, because she sort of saw what Danny was doing and basically copied her. Now, obviously, you should know I'm a big Kylie Minogue fan, but Spinning Around and all that sort of stuff is hugely influenced by this album, in my opinion. Spot gloss on her name and the title. So this has got the album, and then it's got some bonus tracks on the second disc. I haven't listened to the album. It also came as a CD box set, which I have nearly fit. I've got one more disc left. The problem with the CD box set is that 3 of the discs are remix CDs, and they're like, 12 versions of the same track. So it gets a bit repetitive. This was a National Album Day release, and this I did get through a slice of vinyl. So with National Album Day, A, in case you didn't know, the theme this year was 1990s. And B, it's not like Record Store Day. You can reserve albums for this, which I obviously did, because here they are. So this was $28.99. This is International Velvet by Catatonia. Coloured recycled vinyl cut at half speed. Great album, I do love Catatonia. Inner. So being recycled vinyl, it's potluck as to colours. It depends what vinyl they use to make it. Couple more National Album Days to come, but they got a bit out of order in my pile. This I ordered directly from the artist himself, from America. It's quite expensive. It was £55 plus shipping. Sorry, $55 plus... Or was it pounds or dollars? No, it was pounds. £55 plus shipping. So I think it worked out nearly 70 quid. But I love this artist's music. This is Emily Kinney and her new album Swim Team. It's a signed copy. I could have got it slightly cheaper unsigned. But if you don't know, Emily Kinney is also an actress, best known for playing Beth in The Walking Dead. But she's got a really good voice and writes really nice songs. And I have her previous albums on CD and or vinyl. So definitely wanted this. Haven't listened to it yet, but I'm looking forward to doing so. this was I pre-ordered through Slice of Vinyl. This is only $19.99. This is Rubber Dub Soul, and this is dub versions of Beatles tracks, as you can sort of guess by the title and its links to Rubber Soul, including the font and the Abbey Road-esque cover. Black vinyl. Not being an aficionado, I don't recognise any of the names, but somebody might. This is the new album by Duke Special. This is Blood for Ghosts. So I pre-ordered, and I pre-ordered for a signed and numbered limited edition copy. So I got number 52 of 131, signed by Duke. And this is Blood for Ghosts. And these are songs based on Irish old sheet music he found in the Princess Grace Irish Library, which is a collection of song sheets from 1840 to 1970. And he's picked some of those and done them. He does like to sort of theme his albums. But most of these are around. There's one from 1850, one from 1870. The rest of them are between 1905 and 1910, apart from one which is 1949. There's no CD version of this, but he is releasing a book about it, which also includes a download, which I have also pre-ordered. And for an extra £5 they will burn that onto a CDR with no artwork for you if you really want a CD. Yeah, it's Duke Special, A Blood for Ghosts. Another National Album Day title. This one I didn't pre-order. I was in two minds about. I quite fancied getting the album, but it put me off that it was just on boring black vinyl. But I went for it in the end. This is Ugly Beautiful by Baby Bird. So this was $28.99. Limited edition, first time on vinyl since '96. Contains the hits You're Gorgeous, Candy Girl, Goodnight and Corner Shop. You're Gorgeous is obviously the big hit from this that everybody knows who was around at the time. Polyline sleeves on this, and as I say, just black vinyl. But yeah, I remember, apart from loving You're Gorgeous, I remember loving the other tracks when I heard them as well back in the day. It was sort of touted as the next big thing, but it never really happened. But yeah, looking forward to well, I say revisiting, I've never heard the whole album, but refamiliarising myself with those songs and hearing more. And then the other National Record Day album I picked up was Modern Life is Rubbish by Blur, 30th anniversary edition, orange vinyl. This was $41.99. The Blur's second album, for many their best, not quite for me, but it's one of the Holy Trinity with Park Life and The Great Escape. Does contain two of my absolute favourite Blur songs, with For Tomorrow and Sunday Sunday. Other highlights for me: Advert, Colin Zeal, Pressure on Julian, Oily Water, basically all Miss America, Villa Rosie. Yeah, solid. They're all great actually. Then the rest to show you are just two titles, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 copies. So first up we have the new Taylor Swift Taylor's Version album. So this is her version of 1989. So when this was announced, I was only going to get one version. I've got all 5. I've been good on my CD. I've only got one CD. Contrary to what's written on the label here, this is the Tangerine edition. I know it says blue on there. So this was through Slice of Vinyl, $37.99. So the Tangerine version has an extra bonus track that isn't on any of the others, which is Sweeter Than Fiction. Tangerine. So all the others have got the same tracks, but have different artwork and obviously they're on different colours. So yeah, when they end now, which one's next? We'll get to the details in a minute. Sort that afterwards. So despite this saying Tangerine, $37.99. Again, this is the blue version, Crystal Skies blue. So artwork wise, this is the same as the Tangerine, only it hasn't got the extra track written on the back. So the Tangerine edition was indie store exclusive, I believe, plus her website. So when the album was first announced, the first, I can't remember which colour was announced first, I think it was the next one I'm going to show you. And it was only available for 48 hours or something, so I quickly ordered that. And then a week or two later, they put another colour up, and again it was only available for 48 hours or 24 hours or something. And I thought, sod this, I'm not doing this. So I didn't. But then when they finally announced, this is the Sunrise Boulevard Yellow edition, when they finally announced the normal record shop versions, which are the two I've just shown you, they also put the other colours back up available on our website. So I thought, sod it, and did it. So as you can see, different artwork, including the inners and the back. No, not the inner, the gatefold rather. The actual inner sleeve is the same. This is on the Sunrise set, whichever it was. Sunrise yellow. Actually, there might be different inners. Looking at them again. So this was also for our web store. This is Aquamarine Green. So again, different sleeve. I think it's just sort of the same pictures, just in different places across them. So when you consider these came out on the same day as the Prince Super Deluxe reissue, that was an expensive day. And then we have the Rose Garden Pink edition. The backs also spell out 1989 across the four coloured editions. Yeah, they are different inners, aren't they? So that's 1989 Taylor's version, 5 vinyl versions of that. And then finally, and this is what I have shown, Prince of New Power Generation, Diamonds and Pearls reissue, Super Deluxe box sets, and various other versions. So I will quickly go through these. If you want to see these in details, I did an unboxing. This is the standard black vinyl version. These are all bought through a slice of vinyl. This is the clear vinyl version, which sort of represents diamonds. There is a milky white version to represent pearls. That is only available, as far as I'm aware, in the States through the Prince store and Sony Legacy. I have ordered it from the Prince store. It is en route to me. This is the 4LP version, which contains the 2 discs that make up the album, and then the 2 discs that make up the single edits, B-sides and remixes. And then we have the Super Deluxe box set, which I also bought on CD, which I have listened to and watched for Blu-ray already. I also bought the 2 CD set and the 1 CD set. So this contains big book, the album, the singles mixes, B-sides, 3 discs of vault tracks, and then 3 discs live at Glam Slam in 1991. Now, I forgot when I did my unboxing of all this that the last disc had an etching on one side, so I didn't show that. So, exclusively to this video, that is the etching on the last disc. And there you have it. That's my purchases for October 2023. As I say, as this goes live, I am in Cardiff. I am record shopping, so I hopefully will pick up a few bits there. There are definitely some new releases due out that I am buying, including, for those of you who have already asked, the Beatles Red and Blue albums. I did manage to secure the coloured vinyl versions from the Beatles store, so that's what I'm getting for them. And I've ordered 1 version of the 7-inch. I decided against getting them all. Plus there's other stuff due out. As I say, I'm waiting for stuff in the post anyway. And we'll see what else I end up buying. Thank you for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks. Bye.